The research is in, and there may be a winner in the battle between language learning apps like Duolingo and traditional language classes in a college setting. But let's give you the info so you can decide for yourself. A study that was published in January 2022 specifically compared college students in beginner French and Spanish classrooms with people who started learning Spanish and French just with Duolingo. This study specifically looked at reading and listening, which we'll get more into in a moment. And the study also compared finishing beginning level Duolingo courses with students who finished their fourth semester in college. What actually happened? For Spanish listening, Spanish reading, and French listening,
no significant differences
were found between people who used Duolingo and people who took traditional classes. In fact, for French reading, the Duolingo users actually outperformed college students. This could surprise some people. It even surprised the researchers a little bit. After all, Duolingo really only practices vocab and grammar at a sentence level. There's no real context in exercises they typically use. However, it seems like Duolingo users can take what they learn from the app and use it in longer readings and listening material. It should be noted, though, that reading skills improved with Duolingo at a higher rate than the listening skills, which the researchers believe is because listening requires more attention
and concentration and focus.
Okay, but you may have some questions about the study itself and how it was done, so let's discuss some of the methodology. The participants who only used Duolingo included 135 Spanish students and 90 French students. All of them were based in the US, all of them were 18 years of age or older, and none of them had experience learning the language previously. It took French Duolingo users about 99 hours to complete the beginning level material, and it took about 125 hours for the Spanish-speaking Duolingo users. The tests themselves that were given were multiple choice. If you're interested in seeing more of it, you can see the full study, which is actually available right now for free to the public in the details or the comments. Now, in terms, again,
implications,
not a whole lot really changes. Other studies have already shown that people who use digital language learning products like Babbel or Rosetta Stone or Duolingo in this case generally can perform as well as those taking traditional classes, especially for beginning levels and especially for reading, listening, grammar, and vocab. One element that different studies do emphasize is that quality is more important than quantity. As you would expect, 100 hours where you don't really concentrate on what you're doing may be worse than 50 hours of really focusing on what you're doing. Additionally, interest in the language also leads to better performance. There are some issues with this study. The sample size is pretty small, right? There's not a lot of participants. There's really just a couple hundred students that were being used. And even those 100 were kind of split again into the French and the Spanish group. Making it worse, while the students in the college classes are mostly one age group, like 18 to 22-ish, the Duolingo users had a much wider age range. College students also may have taken the language classes because they were required to, not because they actually wanted to. Lastly, and maybe most importantly, this study focused on receptive skills, listening and reading. Speaking, writing, well, we'll have to see what a future study says about them. But what do you think in general? Is Duolingo a better tool, a worse tool, or as good a tool as a traditional classroom? Oh, and don't worry, you definitely can learn some aspects of speaking like pronunciation with Duolingo, and I'll show you how to do that in this video.